for sure.
What up, what up, what up, my people, my Board Ape family, my Pip Connect family, my YouTube, Discord. What up, everybody? This is your boy Nick, also HOUTX Trader. I go on the Instagram. My personal stuff is the Big Tuna. You know what's up. This here is for training only. This is not financial advice. If you need to see a financial planner, go see one because this is just for training purposes only. So right now I got my boy Fausto in here and Sal, and I was in the Board Apes earlier. By the way, if y'all need, let me show y'all this on the YouTubes because I'm going to put this up. This is the Board Ape Solana Club NFT. If you go and buy a Board Ape from Solana, you get access to this Discord. Look at all of this information on here. This is the most crazy Discord I've ever seen about how much just fucking information out the wazoo. We are in this trading section, which is Chart Admus. Okay. I don't even know what the other ones are, but I just go to the charts and I post links and I post charts and I post stuff in here. And this is where the Board Apes get down on the trading. We also have like Ape Follow Ape. If you're a Twitter, we put our links on here, Twitter, so we can all follow each other or whatnot. It's one hell of a community. It is ran by my boy Dak. There's Dak right there. And you can see me and Dak go back and forth, chatting and all this stuff. So he is my homeboy. I know him personally. I've had drinks with him. I've had dinner with him, the whole 9 yards. That's the Board Ape. So go check out that. And I'll be posting a video on how to get a Board Ape, how to get any of these other NFTs. Y'all see me popping up on here on the left, all my NFTs, whatever. If you don't understand, I'll be making a video about how to get into that. So this is for the Board Ape people because they're asking about Solana. Solana is a crypto. Board Ape NFT is sold on the crypto, their chain, the Solana chain, right? So here is where we're going to look at Solana. So let's zoom out and we'll start from scratch. Okay. This is Solana on the daily time frame. And what I was saying is if you fib this from bottom to top, you have the 61.8 rejection. Beautiful. One, two, three, four times, five times. Obviously, this is holding, and the entire time it was setting up liquidity. What do we do, Fausto, for when we trade? We look for liquidity, and then that is our target. So this liquidity we know needs to get taken out before we buy. We don't buy at liquidity because we'll get smashed. We buy after liquidity has been taken. Our 78.6 fib is our magic fib number that I love to enter on. And you could have taken a buy here. I personally am holding Solana for God knows how long years now. And so I'm already in these, I already have money here. But if you were trading, you would have bought at the 78.6 and you'd be in some killer profit. That is at 80 and you're at 100, you'd be up $20 per Solana. So if you did not get that trade, how do you get in? Okay. What's happening now, which is the most important thing. As you can see, we come down to the 2 hour time frame. We have this liquidity being built again here. Okay. There, a little bit right here and right here. Anytime, Fausto, we have a double top, that is a target, right? And everyone else out there in the YouTube world, if you see a double or triple top like this, I'm sorry, I drew the wrong one. Like this. One, two, three. This is 100%, write it down, going to get smashed. Okay. It's just a
You're not
matter.
showing your you're
Oh
not
my God,
sharing
I'm
your
not showing
screen.
my
It's just
screen.
showing you.
Ah, damn, you should have told me a long time ago before I got crazy in my ramble. Okay.
Here
And
you go. Now it's perfect.
if that ever happens, bro, don't please interrupt me ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking jump in. You have
I forgot I was.
yeah, you got full access to hop in and say anything you want anytime. I'm sorry. Let's start over again. Sorry about that, peeps. Let's do this one more time. And hello, Paul. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for stopping by. All right, dude. Here is the Solana. Okay. We come out to a higher time frame like the daily chart, right? So we're not really interested in all this jazz down here. And really, this happened so damn long ago that it could use this. I mean, it could be some sort of reference, but let's look at right here and right now. The only point that I see in here that I even give a damn about right now would be that spot right there. So we'll keep that red line for now. Actually, shit, look where that lines up. That's actually going to line up right with our TP. Okay, but let's show you how we got that. We want to fib this big move right here, bottom to top. Let's zoom in. You can see that this fib level, the 61.8, which is the magical fib, the strongest fib level in the world, has been rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay. While it is rejecting it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, it set up liquidity below because there's a lot of people at right here at this 86 dollar mark who's buying Solana, buying Solana, buying Solana, buying Solana. And what the market needs to do before it can set an all-time high, it needs to knock these people out of these trades or get them to have that oh shit panic moment and just sell. And once they start selling, the big people can step in and start buying because every seller needs to be a buyer, every buyer needs to be a seller. Okay. So what does they do? They push the market down here to our 70.786 fib mark, which is right up at the $80 mark, which is also a good psych level. They push the market down. Now it has enough liquidity to come up. This is all planned. At the entire time, it's been doing this liquidity. It's been setting up this liquidity here. So the market did not have enough push, enough oomph to break through this $106 mark. And that's why it started to sell back off. So what are we going to do now? If you're not in a trade now, how do you get in? Or if you're not buying, how do you get in? So let's look at this. There's the bottom liquidity. Here's the top liquidity. It rejected again. Okay. It's going to start selling off because we have a little trend line at the bottom, and now it's broke structure there. So we know that's going to start selling off. So no big deal. Okay. We're not in panic mode. This is all good. Let's look at the Elliott wave. This is my favorite type of pattern on a retracement is a 3-leg pattern. 1 leg, 2 leg. The third leg, if you look at the extension on the second leg, okay, this is the most important part of the Elliott wave is the second leg, which is this leg, top to bottom. You draw that same fib, top right here, this top to this bottom. You see that the TP for that leg is the 27 extension, which is right here. And if you draw this fib, bottom to top, that is a 61.8. If you also look, this is a key support and resistance level. And what do I mean by that for if you guys aren't everyday traders, is this area came down, it bounced off, just like it did over here several times. Okay. Came down, bounced off. And it did it there. It did it here. Okay. It did it here. And then finally broke through. And then what? It used it as resistance, bounced off. Come up, use it as support, bounced off. So this level, this price point at $89, $90 is a very, very important level. Well, it just so happens that that lines up with our 61.8, the most powerful of all the fib numbers. And that is the TP for the second leg. I would bet, getting pretty confident that this market is going to turn around right here at the $90 mark. So if I was a Solana trader, or if I'm thinking about doubling down and putting some more money in Solana, I would personally probably do it around this area. Again, it's not financial advice. You do you, but that's what I would do. In the short term, you could look to TP over here around the 115 mark. That's also the double top here, 115. But if you really come back, and if you're one of these guys who wants to hold this for the next month, 2, 3 months, whatever, we just said a minute ago that this TP for this move, this breakout to a retracement at the 78.6, the TP needs to be at least the 27, which is 140, 141. Okay. What's the real TP after that? It's probably closer up here to 162. Once it gets into this zone, and I don't know where, it's just a zone, and you can start to look for this thing to turn back around and start to sell back off. Because then these people would have hit TP, they're going to start exiting their trades at $140. They'd have made a bag, and this thing will start to push down then, right? This will start to push down. It'll come back probably around this $100 mark, and then you can look for the next one up. But for now, I would wait for the $90 mark and then put in your entries, put your money in, do whatever you got to do. Look for 140 something dollars at least. Hey, that's $50 per Solana. You can do whatever you want after that. You done made a grip. All right. So that's for my board 8 peeps in there. Let's look at the dirty 30. Yo, we called the nastiest fucking dirty 30 trade today. And we've been waiting for it. Fausto can tell you for like fucking 4 or 5 days, however long it was. The same principles that we think on Solana is the same we use on NAS. It's the same we use on gold and all the other pairs. Here it is. Here's liquidity setting up. Okay. We don't want to trade off of this because this is the target. For this to set a new high, it needs to knock people out of their trades. It needs to screw people over, aka it needs liquidity. Okay. We did a fib bottom to top. Actually, that's not the real top. This would be the real top. Okay. And what happened? It broke the trend line. It broke through here. It came and it gave us support. I'm going to just delete some of this to clear it up. It gave us support at the 88.6, which for US30 and NAS, 88.6 is the magic number. For gold, it's 78.6. It bounced off, letting us know that there's buyers in this area. Price came back down, gave us a divergent. The RSI is the price is getting lower. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, the RSI is getting weaker. There's a 3 touch, 1, 2, 3 on the RSI. There it is right there. We popped a trade. We actually took it a bit early. Okay. But with US30 and news, this thing could go crazy. So we entered there and our first TP was, probably in this area, to be honest with you, because it can turn around on these candles. But really, we want to see a double top and we really want to see the extension. So that was a US30 trade. That's how we caught that trade. It's this, I don't want to say it's this simple, but if you understand where liquidity is and you understand how to build fibs and you can look for things like divergency, overbought, oversold on the RSI, in this case, it's oversold, then you can catch these entries. You come down to the 15, and you can see it bouncing. Okay. And that's why we have a stop loss set at 10% of the overall move because it did break the 88.6. It did almost damn near set a double bottom. Right? If we put a red line here at this bottom, it almost set a double bottom. So you have to have enough capital, enough patience to set a proper TP. And that's exactly what we did. And we smashed it. We absolutely smashed US30 today. That is currently 400 pips in profit. So anyone in there in the chats, if you watch this later, it's like, oh, he's just lucky right now, or oh, he's just feeling the trader high, blah blah blah. You know what I'm talking about. If you've been in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, Fausto. I'm gonna leave it at that, brother. You know exactly what I'm thinking. My boy Fausto caught this trade right here.
We have been doing this the whole week.
We've been doing this last week and the week before that. I've been putting trades up on the thing in the Forex section, smashing Forex trades for fucking, I don't even know how long now. I even put it in the chat. I was paying people's mortgages, bro. But they, it is what it is.
Yes, you are. Everybody can cancel their signals.
This is,
I have made what I made here. I haven't made anything that I pay a lot of money before.
Look, let's just do this again. If for the new people on here who haven't heard me say this, let's just do this one more time. What do? We draw a fib from the bottom from where it broke out to the top, which is in this situation, we're going to draw multiple fibs. Here's the fib right there. All right, I'm going to put a little arrow on it. Right there is where this thing broke out. Okay. Now, if we scroll back out, yeah, it also broke out from here. Like it just fucking shot off. So we have two different fibs here to see if we can't line up multiple fibs to give us a little better sauce, a little extra confidence. So what do we see here? We see this area broke out on this fib with this top arrow. The 88.6 is right here. I just said NAS loves 88.6 for retracements. Look where it hit. Almost like the pip. I mean, look at that. That is such a sniper entry. It hit the 88.6. And what do we look for at the exact same time when it gets into our buy and sell zones? We want to see the RSI oversold. And then look, it's divergent. We like a 3 touch. 1, 2, 3. Look, low, higher, high, right? The RSI is getting weaker on the third touch, right on our 88.6. It shot off. And my boy Fausto is in that trade at the 88.6. I'm not sure if you hit the 88 or the 78.6, but you are in a clear 400 pips. That is 800 pips in one day. Write that shit down in your calendar. You let me know who else is out there calling 800 pip NAS and US30 trades in one day with literally 4 or 5 pip drawdown. I'll wait in the comments. Y'all can go ahead and fucking comment on that. Anyways, that's just me, feeling good. It is what it is. What do we do, guys? What do we do? We look for liquidity. There it is. Look at these touches. Look at these touches. Look at these touches. Look at these touches. So we know if market's going to set an all-time high, it needs to smash through all this and come down. It needs to find a fib zone. We've stacked the big fib with the 50%, which lines up at the 88.6, which is fucking money. Okay. And then now we start to do the second leg stuff. Okay, here's the second leg. The TP, the 61.8 lines up with our 78.6. It gets us in the zone. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it gets us there. That's giving us extra confidence that this is now where this down needs to go before it turns around. We could also maybe even, maybe do this fib, this push down from there to there, and then retrace, right there. Maybe that's not the correct fib. Maybe we'll draw it to here. My point being is you start stacking and moving these things and see if you can't figure out where stuff is going, a price is going, and you start having 3, 4, 5 fibs lined up on top of each other with some candle confirmation with an RSI, then you're going to be deadly. That's all we're preaching, and we're doing it over and over again. So then you're like, Nick, where's the market going? Look, there's a double top. So in my opinion, it needs to hit this double top at minimum. To do what? To clear liquidity. And then after it clears liquidity, then what does it need to do? It needs to sell off to go get more liquidity. What does that mean? So it means we're going to buy here like we just did, zing, and then the market is going to push on top of it to clear that liquidity. And then we're going to sell up here, zing. And where's our TP going to be? Right there, because there's liquidity, right? We're going to play this ping pong shit back and forth and just do what we got to do. All right. There's NASDAQ. That's why we took that entry. We had the sell fibs. We had 2 buy fibs lining up. We had the zone right here. And also too, if you think about this as far as breakouts are concerned, this area, where's that? This area right here. I'm going to delete all this stuff because we talked about it. This area right here with these candles. Look at where this is. If you're a trader and you see this whip up and now it's cleared all this out, do you think that maybe some people are shorting? Like, oh, look, it's coming up. This is a fake out candle. This is whatever. And they start shorting. And it's obvious because there's literally sell candles right there. So what does that tell you? That means people like me and you are not going to print 3 1-hour sell candles. That's solid 3 hours of people selling. They are trapped in their positions. Whatever banks, whatever hedge funds are selling NASDAQ here are trapped. So what are they going to do? They're going to double down and they're going to do what they have to do with the rest of their money and the rest of their liquidity to come back down here and get them out of their positions. Look at the top of that candle. Where did it hit? The top. The top lines up with our 50, with our 88.6, and it's exactly what happened. Okay? It's exactly what happened. So we just use this thinking over and over and over again. Rinse and repeat. So now, Goldie, here we go. I am in a gold trade. I am not super excited about it because this thing here should have already rejected. Okay? Let's look at gold real quick. I'm in gold, and I've already told myself if it hits my stop loss, fuck it, it is what it is. The reason why I don't like it is because this right here, this should have held. If we're playing this as the true resistance area, this swing, which we took yesterday, all right, Fausto, we took that yesterday, and we smashed 200 pips. Yeah, 230 pips off that right there. We took that. I did not want to see this. And if I did see this, I wanted it to stall here, maybe give us a double top, and it didn't. I was like, fuck. So, okay, what are we going to do? Maybe it wants to reject this one more time. I see the overbought. I see divergence on the higher time frames. I come down to the lower time frames and the same deal. Look, oversold, overbought, overbought. 1, 2, 3 touch is starting to fade. I still have some life. I still have some hoping in this because the 2 hours divergent, the 1 hour, you get the idea. If you look at this 2-hour candle, look at that wick up right there, wick up and close down below the 61.8. I'm still in the trade, but I'm not excited about it. So if you're not in a gold sale, I would not enter this trade. I'm in way up here. So I'm in profit. But again, I think this is going to smash through. We do not play triple tops. or triple bottoms. We only play doubles. Doubles. Now that it's set at triple, we are way too close to the sun, and it's way too easy for the market to whip through all of this as liquidity and then tank us down. So I'm in the trade, but I don't have any hopes that it's going to hit. Um, and then we can look at the trend line here. Look, this I just want to show you what liquidity, right? All these buys, buy, all this is setting up liquidity. Okay. The market needs to come down and smash this. I just don't know if it's going to do this and then this, which I'm hoping it does not. I'm hoping it just does this. Okay. I'm hoping that it just comes up here and it got this and it sinks. I mean, honestly, this is the liquidity that we were hoping it went and got, and it did get it. This son of a bitch is just not slowing down. So it is what it is. If I lose this trade, no big deal because I'm entering right here, right above it. So you're asking me, well, Nick, why did you not just do this with your stop loss way up there? Because I do not like stop losses that are this many pips, right? Because that means I'm super under leveraged. That's 440 pips. There's no way I'm trading gold at 440 pips because that means the TP is going to be like in this area, and now you've got a negative, a 1-to-1, or it's just not worth it. So I'm gonna have to use a smaller stop loss with a higher lot size to make it even worth my time and effort and my risk. And so we're looking at least this much at 3-to-1, which it makes sense. They'd clear all this down, come down here and clear this last little bit of liquidity and find this as support, which I'm hoping for because then we're going to buy right here at this zone or right here at this zone. It all depends on what the RSI looks like. So short term now is Sol looking more downside or upside. I'm sorry. I thought you were in the chat the first time, buddy. Let's do Sol super quick. I've only got a few more minutes left in this chat because I only have 30 minutes. So for Sol, it's going to sell off now, in my opinion, and it's going to hit $90. After it hits $90, you can look for it to hit 114, but really you want it to be in the 140 range. If we come out to the daily, um, you know, disregard all this shit here in the middle. But if you look at if you fib this from top to bottom or bottom to top, it came down, it cleared this liquidity, hit the 78.6, TP1's a 27 mark, which is $141. But if you take a step back, you could also see that that is this top right here before it rejected. And so it just so happens to be that this top lines perfectly up with the extension on the fib. So again, I think we need an Elliott three-way push down, one leg, two leg. This third leg, I'm expecting to hit right here at this support resistance zone, which is also the fib, which is also the TP before it pops back off. And it's also a good psychological level at $90 a Sol. So I see it hitting there. If it were me, I would be buying at 90 and I'd let that run to 147. And then at 147, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know, that's just me. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions? What will you be looking for into NFP tomorrow? Honestly, that's a very, 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 very good question. Honestly, I don't really know because let's just double check real quick. NASDAQ. Where's NAS? NAS is gone. All right. NAS is gone. The only possibility we have is a pullback and then a pullback into maybe this area or this area. Like we have these kissing candles here. We have this little area right here. Like maybe we get a retest of this top area before it pops back off. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see if the RSI is oversold it. But we are that trade was today. That trade was today, and I fully expected to clear and come all the way up here to this TP and break all these all-time highs. And the same for US30. US30, the trade was today. Okay, what's NFP going to do tomorrow? NFP is probably going to whip. It's either going to whip up and hit TP and then come down, or it's going to whip down to this little area here, which is the order block. It's either going to whip down into the order block and then pop off us at a new high. But really, the trade was today. So yeah, and then gold, son of a bitch. We just called, to be honest with you, NFP is going to wick us out of gold tomorrow. And we're probably going to lose this trade, but it's probably going to wick up. I think it's going to hit the 70.6 and then shoot down. If it doesn't, I'd be super stoked if it just shot down from here. But there's really no trade to be had right now. I'm already in it and I'm kicking myself, but it is what it is. When the market truly grabs liquidity, it leaves. It doesn't hang around. And what's it doing? It's hanging around. So this isn't liquidity. Unfortunately, this is where the trade really is. It's up here. And I'll just re-enter. I'll take another shot at it. It is what it is. I'm up. I'm playing with fucking house money at this point. So um we smashed this week. We smashed last week, and I think we smashed the week before that, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, up, down. I see me losing this first trade. It is what it is. Okay, guys, please do me a favor. If you're one of the unclear, all those guys, please go to my YouTube and help me build my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe the pages. I'll do this if y'all ever have any questions about a certain chart or certain crypto, blah blah blah. Hit me up and let me know, because at the same time, I just did silver for somebody earlier, and then you crypto guys were in here talking about win the other day, and I called this turnaround, and you got some fatty pips off of this win turnaround the other day, and it went from here to there. Now it's came back and done it, but I literally put this E on the chart the other day, and y'all went, where's my little thing? Here we go. Y'all went from here when I called it out to there. So it's 37%, whatever. I'm not sure, but that's a shit ton of micro pennies, whatever y'all want to call it. Thanks, brother. Left a lot. Okay, this is going to end in no time flat. So thank y'all very much for coming in. Thank y'all very much. Like, subscribe, hit me with comments, tell your friends, tell your other board apes. Let's jump on this. Let's get some shit going. Thank y'all very much. Y'all have a good evening. I'll post this up. Y'all see y'all tomorrow.